So Graham, a hard day of graft, but plenty of positives to take.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we turned up this morning, the first session was a pretty solid one. We gave ourselves a great opportunity for the rest of the day. Of course, you've got to give Hampshire a lot of credit. I thought Ben Brown, some partnerships around him that gave fairly even day really. But as you said, a lot of hard work, a lot of toil, and we've played on some pretty good pitches this year. So, but going into the last day, all kind of results are on the cards.
That Hampshire getting to that follow-on sort of made the Durham win slightly less cleared, of the path to victory slightly less clear, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it would have been nice to have, to be bowling again. Not that I can say that as a bowling coach, but obviously the bowlers are resting up there nicely now. But it would have been nice to have bowled again and maybe try to get a couple more wickets down. But once again, you've got to give Hampshire credit. I feel as though the pitches probably played slightly different to what we thought. Very little pace, no real carry. Probably not spun as much as what we thought as well. But that's the pitch that we've came down and we've kind of had in front of us. And I can't thank the lads for their huge amount of effort over the last couple of days, but today was a huge effort.
There's a little bit of invariable bounce around. That seems to be the only thing that's really happened with the pitch different today from the first 2 days.
Yeah, and we'd probably expect that. I mean, it's had a 4-day game and another game as well, so it's probably playing like a slightly older day than a day 3 pitch. But yeah, I mean, I think Dawson got one that kept a fraction low. But as we've seen with a newer ball, there's more chance of things happening. As the ball kind of gets 20, 30 overs old, then there's obviously not as much kind of variable bounce. But as I said, I think the pitch has played better than what we thought. Batters seem to be enjoying it.
Without picking on one player, but while picking on one player, Matty Potts took 3 wickets. Obviously, Weequays got called back into the England squad again. Good going from him.
Yeah, brilliantly. As I said, look, I think as a unit, we've stuck together. We've changed our plans. We've stuck to some pretty solid plans throughout the day. But I think the key to that is to having somebody that like Matthew Potts that can run in all day. He's fit, he's strong, and the way he wants to do it for Durham is something I hugely admire. A key person in our team, and he thoroughly deserves to be called up, of course, to England. And I think actually I feel a bit sorry for him because the pitches that he's played, they've all been very flat pitches, and we've lost a couple of players, and we've had a bit of a tough time, of course, with injuries. But he's held his hand up throughout all the games, and he's been a performer, stand-up performer through a lot of the games this year. So today I thought he was fantastic. I thought he ran in hard, ran the ball into off stump more often than not, and challenged the batter in many ways. So yeah, he deserves to get his 3 wickets. It would be nice to get another couple tomorrow and probably get a 5 for that he deserves.
So 1 day left in this game. What's the game plan to try and force a win?
I think we've just got to see how the first hour is tomorrow, see how the first session. I mean, obviously Hampshire will probably be thinking about batting as long as they can, and then is there enough time in the game to try and bowl them out if we can take 3 wickets very early, and then of course try and score as quickly as we can. You never know, we might be able to set up some sort of game where we can go out there and try and bowl them out again. But at this moment in time, we're trying not to look too far ahead, look towards the first hour, or certainly up till lunch, try and take these three wickets.